Another concealer hack? Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am going to share a concealer hack. Basically, let's just call it a makeup application method. And I'm gonna put it to the test. I shared it on my Instagram, and I admit I was instantly impressed. And I do think there is nothing wrong with this method, this technique. It is a little bit like baking the under eye area. My philosophy for concealer has always been less, and applying it very mindfully, blending it into my brush before applying it to the eye area, keeping a thin layer, only dusting on a little tiny bit of powder, and keeping everything from looking kind of that crepey, cakey. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen someone, their makeup looks flawless. Maybe it was a bride. Maybe you had your makeup done for an occasion, like you were in a wedding or mother of a bride, and you thought, oh my gosh, I look amazing. And then about 2 hours in, you can just see, if you look real close in the mirror, your concealer has just a little bit of a makeup-y look. So like, this from here, you look great. And then when you're like, just sort of face to face, you can see. So anyway, I'm going to do the method where you apply concealer liberally, heavy-handed, blend that in, then apply setting powder, heavy-handed, liberally, and then you immediately follow it with setting spray, and the kind of setting spray that marries products together, like a Studio Fix, like a Milk Hydro Grip, like a not a one size setting spray that's like waterproof. Okay, you don't want that. All right, here we go. I've got eye cream on. Got a little bit of my Sneaky Balm from Salt, New York, just to kind of lay. I've got my eye makeup on. I'm gonna start with the drugstore side. CoverGirl Simply Ageless Concealer. This has been kind of one of my Hall of Famers. I love this concealer. It is a mid-weight. It is really great if your under eye area is dry or you just don't want a ton of coverage. I like the ceramic applicator. It is not a doe foot. And I'm wearing shade light here, and I like to massage it. I think what people miss about this is they try to put it on like a doe foot and then they realize it's not applying. The trick is to use the ceramic wand to smooth the product, and I do go in with a makeup brush. I'm gonna use, I've been loving my BK Beauty 115. Did I say 116 on that other? I don't know. It's from the Core collection. So what I'm doing is I'm pressing, I like to press my concealer in. I am not doing a lot of, this. Yeah, just kind of working it into the skin and without wasting any time, so that I don't get any kind of dynamic wrinkles, lines. The CoverGirl Clean Invisible Powder was reformulated last year. They did a relaunch. It is talc-free, fragrance-free. Used to smell like Noxzema. It comes with a velvet puff. I'm actually going to use this just Amazon puff that I have so you can see, and I'm pressing that in. God, it's already kind of, there we go. It was bugging me. Now, ready? The fun thing about the setting spray is it just kind of takes that powder. So what I was going to say about when I did this on Instagram and I was instantly impressed, and I thought it looked good. I did feel like the under eye area, maybe about 5 hours later, 6 hours later, I did feel like it looked a little bit makeup-y. And so I want to play with this to see, can it work differently with different products? And is it the application of powder that's really kind of not working for us? You know, is that what's betraying the the perfection? Because it looks amazing. You know, I love this, but is it going to betray me in a few hours and then I'm not going to love it as much? Say Beauty Concealer. This is the niacinamide. This is it's a dewy concealer. It has it's really got a lot of coverage, but it's that like serum type of product. I do love this a lot. So I'm gonna put this on, and I'm shade 5. Following the same principle. I haven't powdered anywhere else on my complexion, so normally I use my A506 brush, but I've been kind of committed to this BK Beauty larger brush. It's like, you can tell. All right, see, it's so beautiful. I mean, it really, really does a beautiful job. And I use this all over sometimes. Say they have a powder. This is their translucent air set. There is a bit of a radiance, it claims. I don't find it to be that radiant, but I wanted to do something that, because the CoverGirl's talc-free, this is talc-free, there is sort of a similarity despite kind of one being drugstore and one being high-end. So I wanted to, that's why I picked this. Okay. Making sure I don't have any creasing right there, taking a puff. And I have really applied that. And I'm gonna use the same setting spray for this side. Okay, so actually, I think the setting spray on this side, I don't know if I really kind of hit in there. I don't see it. I'm gonna hit it one more time. Hit it, baby. Okay. Also, this is kind of a glowy setting spray, so, you know, is that cheating? I don't know. Who is making the rules? I'm liking the CoverGirl side. I feel like it's really settled in. What do we think of this side? I'm going to take, while it dries, I'm going to work on the lower half of my face and just do a little bit in my hand, the Say concealer. And this is kind of the way, if you were to say, like, my original method, I guess. Yeah. Just giving a little more coverage, a little more finish. I'm gonna check in. I'm gonna do my day. Yeah. It's noon. I am going to go about my day. It's very rainy out, so it might add a little bit of humidity to the air, and just sort of see what my makeup does. Right. And then I can finally decide for once and for all if I am going to head to the dark side using a ton of powder, or if I'm going to stick to my old ways. Alrighty, see you in a little bit. Okay, it has been, I don't know where my phone is. It's 7:45. There, 7:45. Yeah. So what did I say? So it's been almost 8 hours. I don't like it, you guys. I don't like it. It is so obvious, and I blame the powder. And it goes both sides. Both sides are too much. Too much. It's so funny because I did it on my Instagram, and I'm going to post that here, and it worked really well. And I'm wondering if maybe I just didn't put that much powder. Like, I thought I put a lot of powder on, but it wasn't that much. And I just think that I still believe in my light dusting of setting powder. I love the idea, though, of immediately spraying with a setting spray. I think that will completely, yeah. So because I don't like what I'm seeing, and therefore it's evening, I can do what I want, right? I don't care. Let's experiment. Also, I think because of using extra concealer, or, going heavy-handed with the concealer, the powder, I think that oxidation is so much more obvious than any other time I'm wearing either of these products. So I think if you want to do it like this, because I actually do think that it has really done a good job covering my dark circles. I mean, if I had to do something from far away and have just like way more coverage, this is it. But for my preference of being kind of person to person, more casual with my makeup, I don't like it this heavy. I'm going to take my Best Case Concealer, my Salt New York, because it's like a balm, and I am going to just sort of gently go over the top on this side and just see what happens. I just want to see if warming up a product on top does anything to improve. It did not. It ate that concealer. And I don't mean like all the cool kids, what they say. She ate that. No, that was bad. All right, so next I'm gonna go in on the other side. This is my Pacifica Future Youth eye cream. I'm gonna do a little bit and just see what happens, because I actually think that I might be able to kind of activate, or sort of not disrupt the concealer, kind of activate. We'll see. No, this is too much. Forget it. I'm just going in. Just like rubbing it around and seeing what happens. Oh yeah, actually I like that a lot. It took away some of the concealing. One more thing. I am going to take setting spray on a brush. Go in right here. It's just making a paste. Well, actually, I think I saved it. I think I kind of saved that. Yeah. Yeah, and this side actually looks pretty decent. That's funny. What do we think? There's a little more coverage on this side. And then this side, I think I sacrificed a little bit of concealing by thinning it out with the eye cream, and therefore it took away a little bit of the crepey. It doesn't look as crepey to me. This side is not bad, actually. Not bad. Yeah. All right. Well, you know me. I just like to experiment. I kind of like it. Sort of going in with more sneaky balm just to see, kind of see how many sins I can cover. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, you know, how are you gonna know until you try? Trial and error sometimes. And I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here. I was just seeing a method on my skin that pretty much isn't really anything new, but because I kept seeing it in my feed and I'm like, okay, I haven't really put setting spray on like that so heavy so soon. I think there's ways of making it work. The way I did it today, no. Too much setting powder. Now I really like it. Now it looks great. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, thanks so much. Like I said, find me on Instagram and definitely click the subscribe button if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. Take care and I'll see you next time. Bye.